guess when he finally gains access to the house via a sliding glass.
Where is she?
Nah, that's the point where this nigga's getting shot.
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's
What
up?
up, it's Maj here, back here in another video. Today we're about to be reacting to an Atozy video. The video is gonna be on Ring Doorbell Wizard now facing 19 years in prison. What the fuck was he doing? I mean, well, obviously he was pretending to be a wizard, but like, I'm just trying to get to, you know, thinking like, what did he do that was so bad? Well, I guess he's gonna tell us in this video. But hey, before we get into this, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you've been enjoying my reactions. Be really appreciated, and let's get into it.
Man who claims he's a wizard was just charged with 4 felonies after he was caught on a Ring doorbell camera having a delusional crash out and violently trying to break into a stranger's house.
Oh.
What is even going on here?
Oh, now I get it. Now I fucking get it, bro.
And obviously, this went extremely viral, and the internet took this clip and ran with it and made so many viral memes that I would go as far to say is this is probably one of the most funny viral moments that we've seen this year. But not only did he try to break in, he actually succeeded when he eventually moved on to a sliding glass door on the side of the house. And he was only finally stopped when the homeowner actually returned home to fight him, armed with a shovel, after witnessing the intruder's meltdown on the Ring camera. And while it's obviously easy to laugh at the absurdity of some of the details of this case, like, you know, his outfit or the fact that he identifies himself as Harry Dresden, you know, the whole time throughout the encounter. And if you didn't know, he's a fictional private investigator and wizard from a series of contemporary fantasies.
Yeah, this shit's funny on the surface, but like, nigga, just imagine like you coming home to a random day and on your doorbell you see there's like somebody that like was just, you know, randomly coming up to your house and start banging on the fucking Ring door and, you know, somehow slips in your fucking house. That's fucking scary. You know, especially because you're lucky that nobody was home. I'm pretty sure they would have called the homeowner anyway. But like, just imagine just coming home to that or hearing about that from a family member. That's nothing to fuck with, bro. Nigga, just imagine if that nigga wasn't like, you know, armed with a shovel and he was armed with something else, a blick.
Mystery novels called The Dresden Files. But unfortunately, I mean, the reality of this case is kind of horrifying because now, in addition to being charged with burglary, assault with a deadly weapon, vandalism, and making criminal threats, the subject of today's video, 30-year-old Jason Thomas Nichols, is facing a 5th charge of annoying or inappropriately touching a child under 18. Which allegedly stemmed from an earlier incident. So essentially, the dude did a way better job at catching himself than Vitaly ever could. Because I guess the Ring camera incident just put a whole lot of attention on that. So you have Fairfield police, I guess, saying an additional charge came after a witness reported an encounter between Nichols and their child on April 5th. And this obviously ended up raising that bail dramatically from what was initially set at like $35,000 to the new bail amount of $250,000. And then you even have Deputy District Attorney Stephen Talley arguing for a higher bail, citing the alleged threats and Nick.
I mean, bro, I mean, I know you're targeting for like a no alleged threat. This nigga is not getting out. This nigga, who's gonna bail this niggas out after he fucking I mean, you know, added the charge of him like touching on a, you know, coal miner. And a coal miner, I use a slang for that so I won't get like fucking my video taken down. I'm not even gonna say I'm not even monetized, but like I use that because like of this situation. But like no one's gonna bail this weird nigga out, bro. I don't see them like at least trying to bail this nigga out, honestly. But like now this shit puts it into more perspective. Like I thought this nigga was just a weird ass doorbell nigga. Now that he puts this into perspective of him being a PDF, yeah, I hope this nigga is baked. And like, bro, when he get into prison, they will fuck him up.
Nichols in proximity to the victims, which makes total sense because, yeah, apparently Nichols lives right behind the very house he broke into while screaming threats. So obviously, he shouldn't be allowed to just return to the victim's neighborhood so he could just start trying to attack them all over again. But what he said was both terrifying and hilarious, because the entire time he was freaking out and demanding entry to the property, he was, like I mentioned earlier, referring to himself as the private investigator slash wizard and wearing a Demon Slayer t-shirt under a trench coat. Like, come on.
I don't know who you are. You don't belong to this neighborhood. That's for sure.
This is my neighborhood, though.
Yeah, I live there. I don't know you.
My name is Harry Dresden. Open the door. This is my neighborhood. Open the door.
I mean, it's easy to laugh at the guy in this situation, but also I can understand why anyone would be terrified. And I mean, the victim is honestly lucky that this happened in California, not somewhere like Florida or Texas, because he might have not left that property alive. But essentially,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Now I see he said California. I kind of didn't pay attention to the fact that he said California, and that was like right at the beginning of the video, I think. And well, I did say like he lucky it wasn't a blick, but like if it was Florida, Atlanta, bro, this nigga would have been fucking fried, bro. Like, I mean, seeing these videos, I just got he has to have some type of mental thing going on with him, bro, and living with somebody, because like there's no way he can function by himself as a grown ass man. And this nigga is like, this nigga's 32, so like he's too old to be acting like this, but the mental thing comes into perspective. He's probably like one of those weird person that got hugely way too into anime and had like the mental problems paired with that. Never goes well.
Actually, what happened was on April 7th, Jason Nichols storms up to a home on the 1700th block of Burbank Court and knocks on the door. The homeowner was not home and starts talking to him via a Ring camera and can literally only say hello before Nichols begins demanding that he opens the door so he can make sure that everything's okay.
Hello?
Hi there, can you open this door, please?
For what?
I just want to make sure that everything's okay. There seems to be something going on.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I just figured I'd check on something.
That alone would piss me off, because like, who are you? How dare you insinuate that you would know best and that you need to gain access to my home? Like, what are you on about? And to make things worse, apparently his pregnant wife and child were inside. And of course, when Nichols is denied immediate entry to the home with no questions asked.
So somebody actually was inside. That probably put fear into their hearts as somebody's just banging on the door, bro. He lucky this wasn't another state. That nigga would have shot that nigga down. You don't fuck with a man and his family.
He begins to freak out and kick the door so hard with his flip-flops that the recoil sends him flying back down the stairs.
Man, get out of my house.
Open this door. Where's your daughter, man? Where's your daughter,
What are
man?
you talking about?
Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you?
Bro, if you don't...
Door. Open this door, I'm breaking it down. You understand me?
I mean, this is straight out of a cartoon. What in the Looney Tunes is going on here? But as soon as this random guy starts questioning about a daughter without really knowing whether or not the homeowner even had a daughter, that's when alarm bells should be going off in your head, which I'm sure they were for the homeowner at that point. But clearly, this person isn't in the right mind, so he will likely do things a very regular angry person wouldn't. But obviously, his freakout was just so irrational and honestly funny that it just spawned so many memes of him online. Now, I mean, okay, but it's not totally clear if Nichols knew who was exactly inside this house or if he was just LARPing with his own, I don't know, he was just doing investigative work as the investigative wizard over here. But regardless, I mean, while the homeowner is arguing with Nichols over leaving the property, he doesn't know who he is, which leads Nichols to stating that his name is Harry Dresden.
Yeah, I live there. I don't know you.
My name is Harry Dresden. Open the door. This is my neighborhood.
And again, you probably wouldn't immediately...
Bro. So, I'm not a doctor, or a therapist, but like I could diagnose. It's probably like some sort of personality disorder, because personality disorder paired with some type of psychological thing of taking on another character's life within some type of fictional thing, because nobody like this is like pretty much kind of mentally competent, bro, because this nigga said my name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker, bro. Niggas taking on a fictional character's life is just never a good thing, bro. Them motherfuckers is always dangerous. Like, in real life, I would never fuck with one of those people, because you never know what they're capable of doing. Look at this nigga. He's trying to break in people's houses. Like, I've never seen this in real life, and I would not like to see this in real life. I've probably seen people on the side talking to themselves. You know how the crackheads are around California.
Recognize that name. I didn't. I had to Google it. But again, Harry Dresden is a fictional private investigator and wizard who works to protect the general public. So I guess this guy thinks he's a heroic wizard from a book series and has started.
Oh, it's not an anime. It's a book series. Okay, my bad, anime people. I'm part of the anime community too, so calm down.
Doing house calls in his neighborhood, and I guess when he finally gains access to the house via a sliding glass door after his initial crash out, he's then pacing around inside looking for a victor.
Where is she? Huh? Victor, you around?
Nah, that's the point where this nigga's getting shot. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I don't care if I'm going to jail for a minute. Just, bro, like, I mean, I get why he came home with the shovel, but like, fuck, nigga. This nigga goes in and literally starts busting the doors open and shit. That's scary. That's scary as fuck. Like, your significant others at home with your kid, bro. And like, why the fuck did they leave the sliding glass door open? I'm sorry, you never know this is gonna happen or anything, but like, danger everywhere, bro. Always lock your doors.
Huh? You like raping little girls?
And I guess we kind of have to assume that he's referring to Victor Sells, who's a human sorcerer and antagonist in one of the Dresden Files books called Stormfront, who Dresden confronts at his house, who did in fact have a daughter as well. So I mean, all of this is just so many layers of bizarre. I don't even know where to start. But I guess it all starts to make sense when you connect all those dots, but it doesn't make it any less freaky. I mean, the entire time, the homeowner is, like I said, away from home, but he very quickly turned back and was heading home after he witnessed the, the disgruntled wizard demanding entry to his house. Because again, remember, the homeowner's wife and child were still in the home and probably scared to death by this guy, pounding on the door and wildly screaming while threatening to kill whoever he thinks he's looking for. I mean, this is crazy. And again, to make things even worse, he actually got inside of the house. So the homeowner ends up returning to the home and gets into an altercation with Nichols and even arms himself with a shovel at one point to protect his family.
Get the out of my third room, bro. Walk the out. What's the third room? Walk the out. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a chance right now, man. What's the third room, bro? I'm giving you a chance. Get the out of my house. What's the third room?
I don't know who you are. You better get the
street at 1797 Co-op Drive.
I don't know who you're talking about, man.
Why do I hear screaming?
Are you military?
Yes.
This guy is way too nice and way too reasonable, bro. You're lucky he didn't like meet the type of person or homeowner that doesn't give a fuck, bro. I mean, logically and legally, he's really thinking about his family because he has to be there to take care of his family. So I get that side, but like, if this guy met somebody that did not give a fuck and will smoke him right on the spot, yeah, bro, this would have been like a whole different story. Would have probably like learning. This nigga probably wouldn't even got no charges, bro. He would have just fucking he would have just been like a whole nother story on the internet.
Okay, can you help me out? Okay,
yes.
I understand what you're going through right now.
Yes.
Can you step outside?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Will. Thank you for asking. There's something going on this street, bro.
Bro, everything's fine. Please step outside.
Okay.
Well, sit there. Sit on the ground, please.
Yes, sir.
And this altercation leads both men to require medical attention for head injuries sustained during the fight. But luckily, no one is seriously injured. And I guess the fight is instantly de-escalated when the homeowner asks Nichols if he's a veteran, and he answers yes, and for some reason instantly relaxes and agrees to go outside. And that's when the story gets even weirder, considering the fact that this guy isn't a veteran. So I guess he just lied to the homeowner. Hey, are you a veteran? Was like his wake-up call suddenly. He was like, oh, wait. What am I doing? This isn't the sorcerer I'm supposed to have a boss battle with. It just doesn't make sense. I feel like the more information about this case that comes out, the more bizarre it gets. But obviously, cops arrive shortly after and arrest Nichols and charge him with 4 felonies and give him the original $35,000 bail. And then about a week later in court, the whole case gets escalated with a new 5th charge being tacked on. And, you know, that's the one that spikes everything to $250,000. And now, I mean, because of all this now, the dude is facing 19 years in prison. Wow. It's safe to say this case took a dark turn. Thankfully, we never actually have to find out what he would have done because he was stopped. And now it's up to the justice system to do its thing and hopefully lock him up for a little while. But his new court appearance is scheduled for April 23rd, so I'll definitely keep an eye out for what happens and make sure to keep...
Oh, man. Yo, hey, I'm glad this homeowner had, like, the correct mind and, you know, well-being of just, like, thinking about his future and thinking about, like, you know, his future of his family, because, like, if he would have smoked him on the spot, I know that would have just escalated some, you know, some charges and would have put him in jail, put him in a weird position of not taking care of his family. And also, I'm glad they came and scooped him up. And I'm glad really nothing really happened to this guy's family, because like this could have really escalated if this guy was more crazy and deranged. And, you know, after that little scuffle, like, I'm glad he talked him down. I'm glad this guy wasn't totally that crazy. He's still a PDF, weird ass nigga. I hope he gets he's not gonna get the full 19-year term. Some shit's probably gonna be tacked off, but like, he broke into somebody's house. He probably at least gonna get like at least 10 years in prison, because you touched a child and you literally broke into somebody's house. But hey, man, this was a wild ass video. Tell me what you guys think of it below, man. We can have some discussions about it. But hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, go check out Atosi's original video. And if you like my reaction, leave a like and subscribe. And we are on the road to 550. I'll catch you guys in the next video.
He was the best guy around. What about the people he murdered? What murder?